and she's not too difficult for me to do, although sometimes my wife always says I use my hands too much and I should use tools more. So we'll see how we go. But,
I think if somebody used tools, I'll punch them.
Yeah, so it probably wouldn't be appropriate for her. So again, I'm just holding spots then along that band, and again, just doing things like holding the opposite, because we did work a little bit there, and just seeing if this gentle shaking is going to let that band go. Yeah? And then coming up that band, and again, crossing over. So it's relatively easy, but never rub skin like this unless you've got oil, okay? So don't get caught up in that habit.
Yeah, it's really a very important
Yeah,
technique
yeah,
that I can learn.
yeah.
Just
So holding, so like how they do in
so it's
shiatsu.
down on the band, not on the skin.
Yeah.
But on the band.
That's right. And I move the skin across the band, but I'm maintaining my connection with the skin so that I'm not creating a frictiony feeling on the skin. That's how to really irritate.
It's going to take a bit of practice to get right.
Yeah, and a lot of people think because, oh, they're used to seeing massage as being like this.
Yeah.
That's with oil.
Yeah.
That's with
It's
oil.
a very different technique.
It's a very different technique. And yes, you can, and I will show you guys next week, whoever's here next week, how to use oil on these bands where you would do that.
Yeah.
But it's you can't use oil with all this detail on the hand anyway, so you don't actually need to use oil to release tension.
Yeah.
Oil can feel good, it can add some herbs, it can do so, and you can do a few hours of technique, but those techniques are not necessary to relieve tension. All right, oil is an addition, it's not a necessary addition to release tension. It can help
Just helps with movement between the practitioner and
on big muscles.
Yeah.
It's annoying as all hell on small detail.
Yeah.
Oil and detail do
your
not.
Will be slip-sliding.
Your hands are slippery, you can't hold a chopstick properly, you're slipping all over the place. It's terrible to use oil with detail, in my opinion. But on big muscles, no problem. So I'm just following that up, and again, so if I'm not using oil, I'm just keeping that connection with the skin and moving it like that. In my opinion, it's more precise when I'm not using oil too. I can just get right in there and I'm not slipping. I actually don't want to slip. I just want to hold a spot and then move
maybe
over.
finish off with some oil as well.
That's
I
right.
keep getting the feel for like get in there and hurt and do whatever you've got to do, but then finish off with a
That-
nice sort of nurturing.
Yep.
Leave them with a nice
Oil.
memory.
Yeah!
Oh my God, that's really lovely. Come back.
If you do a good massage, you're going to put a person into an amazing state of consciousness. So it's not about the sensual, it won't be their memory about the sensual experience of, oh, that felt nice having oil on me. It will be, wow,
I let it go.
I feel like completely different. I'm in a different headspace. I've let tension go. I feel amazing. Not just, oh, that was nice having oil on my skin.
Totally.
And not everybody likes oil on their skin either. Some people really don't like it. So, so it's different. Yeah, you can, but you don't have to, because she'll still feel good without it. She'll feel fantastic that maybe some emotions gone or this tension's gone. And that's the goal. Sometimes I find a lot of people get too caught up in oil thinking that feeling is so nice, but the goal is to find and get rid of tension.
And whatever it takes to
Whatever it takes to do that.
client what they want.
Yeah, yeah. If they want oil, we can do the oil once we've done the detail. It's not a problem, but it's a bit messier. But it's good. I do like oil. I'm not saying I don't like oil, but it's not necessary. See how that started to let go now?
See how relaxed?
Oh yeah.
I could literally fall asleep.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the more important than whether you
I
had
didn't
oil
believe
on.
anybody would fall asleep on your bed.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, I've had people actually stop breathing on my bed and go
Yeah.
into another state
No,
of
when I
consciousness.
sleep deeply, my mum always thought she had to hold her finger here.
Yeah.
She'd have my kids dead.
They had a couple people actually stop breathing, and they were in wonderful
Yeah.
states of consciousness. One guy in Poland I was working on, he stopped breathing. His wife was there. She freaked out, and he came back into his body, and then she was like, "Why the fuck did you bring me back?" You know, he was
I feel like
When
Polish.
I scuba dive,
Yeah.
I'm the last one down because my oxygen lasts forever.
in. Yeah,
It's just slow, steady
yeah,
breathing.
yeah.
But you can feel like you couldn't touch me like that earlier here.
That's right. But it's also again that you're not freaking out about the fact that, oh, is he going to hurt me or is he going to do that? See, you built up trust. You know that
Yeah.
I'm not hurting. I'm fixing tension, so you can just relax and
Yeah.
enjoy it.
And it's a partnership, I know
And it's a
myself.
partnership, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. So now we can come up into, finally, where her shoulder problem was. And we can see how much of that's gonna release. Okay, so we've got 2 bands here. We've got the inner wrist band here, and I've partly worked that. And that's releasing partly.
Yeah.
And this one, you can hardly feel the tension in anymore.
Yeah,
It's like,
but you couldn't touch me
but you-
earlier.
exactly, I couldn't
Yeah.
touch you there
It's just
before,
It's-
and I've done nothing
He
to
literally,
work on
he
it.
touched me
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
points, just demonstrating, and
And
I
she
wanted
was
to
like-
go through the roof.
Yeah. And now it's like, where's the tension?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I actually went, oh no, it's the, and I'm like, there's tight. Why is that? Oh, that's a different band. You know, like it's a different. That's still tight because I haven't done the fingers
Yeah.
yet. So, but I'm not expecting that. I don't
No,
just
but
rub
the
that.
shoulder is gone, this here.
Yeah, your shoulder. Yeah, because that was the
Those
major
bands.
one. And then see if I had more time, I might do her fingers and
That
do the
one
next band.
To
finger.
release that.
Right, because that one's now released.
Yeah,
It's not just if I had more time, it's also like sometimes people just feel like they've had enough for the day, or they've gone into another state of consciousness, they're off, you know? And you go, that's enough for
Yeah.
today. Let's do the other fingers.
with me you would have worked 3-4 hours. I
Yeah,
would have done it now.
yeah, now you're in that
Yeah.
space. And then it depends on me.
But yeah, and.
I might get
exactly.
hungry, I
might have
might
another
just
client.
start to kind of lose I can't maintain that. When I'm in that thing where I just can't maintain that focus, that's enough for me.
You've
Yeah,
got- yeah,
totally.
so it's
So,
both ways.
It's
a
both ways. It's a
partnership.
partnership, and are both partners ready to keep going?
Yeah.
And certainly as I go older, I know I can only maintain a certain number of hours a day of full focus, good massage.
Yeah,
You know?
but it's quality.
It's
It's
quality.
a quality quantity mix.
That's it. I'm not interested in the quantity. I'll do what I
Yeah.
can, and that's it.
Yeah, you're not cookie cutting massage.
Not cookie cutting massage. So for me, I'm feeling like that's enough for me.
Yeah.
But I
you.
feel great. I'm happy with
I
that
feel
because
good.
it's positive.
Yeah.
But I know, and then I would say to you, okay, come back, you know, whenever. Well, I don't know, 3 days or whenever you're ready, and then we'll do. And then
Would you then book them specific, or just say you call me when you're ready?
well, we could negotiate it
Oh, you're
at the
trying
end
to
of a
book them in, you
treatment.
get the commitment.
Yeah, it's better to book. Either way, if you're a
Yeah.
yellow light, I'd say you book me.
I'm with you.
If you're a green light, I already know you want to get better as
Yeah.
quick as you can. Then the onus is on when can I book you in?
Yeah.
When do I have the energy to keep working? So a yellow light, let me know if this is good and you decide to become a green
And a
light.
green light.
A green light is you're already keen to get better.
Exactly.
Then the only thing is you could be a green light but be very toxic, in which case I'd want these toxins, you know,
You
to
need to put time, space it.
yes, time to space it. But the healthier the person, the sooner you can do more excavation in a week, as long as you've got the energy,
Yeah.
right? So that's the thing. You know,
So
I
do you
think,
recommend like little detox cleanses, fasts, or you let them figure that out themselves?
sure. The only thing is that it's the difference between consulting, say, myself as a naturopath and consulting myself as a Raynor massage therapist.
Yeah.
And we don't want to, so I could, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you're qualified
Yes.
in nutrition to do something like that, because you're starting to go out of what we call the scope of practice.
So you could just sort of
You
stay,
start becoming liable.
Yeah,
like in real